Good evening, friends, and welcome to the Petroleum Proletariatiska Petroleum Proletariaten. Yes, indeed. The ship is finally arriving, and if I look at it from the right angle, it appears to look different. Yes. This will, I hope sincerely, no, I'm quite certain that this will work this time. After having gone through a few different steps here, maybe we should get rid of that and get some dollars on the side here. The Moscow won't notice, Can be good to have. Are you arriving anytime soon? No, I'm still a ship, it takes ages. There you go, you arrived on the 3rd of March. How very excellent of you. Thank you. And yes, we are unloading bitumen here at the NATO border and getting paid for doing it. Yes. And imagine it's a bit difficult for them to make use of that bitumen in the way that we deliver it to them. Meanwhile, Lisa is are you trickling up? Are you working? Not really. No. Because keep forgetting that population statistics. Yes, not very many people, but we're about to get a whole lot more here, We're going to get a whole lot more is what we're going to get. And hope that we have really that or is the boat unloading at such slow rate rather. Yes, but it's happening. I suppose we could make it a bit easier on ourselves. No. This is the button you want to click. Yes, it's the button. Now, this will be quite a wave of immigrants here. Quite a wave, and many of them are not educated. But yes, it will overload the school system for a bit. But they will start reaching working capacity soon. Yes, and okay, that's all. That's what we got for a shipload of bitumen. Half a shipload. I sent it off. You are without power supplies. Everything. Yes. No workers. Not enough workers. No. And that how very fitting actually. Since it's a little bit of the purpose here of the town is to get a bit more reliable workforce. Yes, I have a bus stop there, but I don't have a road connection. Yes, we're going to build a motorway. How expensive would that be if one were to build a motorway through here? You'd want to come at least out to here. Yes. Yes, the terrain is going to have to be modified. Yes. And cannot take it quite that far. Again, high drama here. Yes. apparently we have very good, should I say, waterline, groundwater here, and it's probably relatively clean. Yes, too steep a descent, but would you do? Yes, and if that's just no way, but not going to cut it, it will catch fire at one time or another. This is not going to work, you know. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Oh, really? This is the motorway that you're building. Are you really going to snake it around a little substation? No. Not? Get rid of you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hello. Hello. Yes. Well, the motorway, if it is a motorway, it should go outside of town here, yes. Do I really need to build it this far at this point? How much money? Yes, I actually have a bit of rubles. Now, of course, roads don't have the function or such to snap as do railroads, which makes it even more fun, of course, this. However, it can also provide for some. Yes, if we zoom in, we can see what we're trying to do. Yes. Come on, you can do this. The steep. No. That's not the case. That maybe. Perhaps try here. Now, an intersection is in the most efficient way possible. However, the bus platform is there, so maybe how much are we up to here? 110,000 rubles. Yes, we're doing this properly, I suppose. Here the motorway will trail off just behind the kindergarten for something. The children will have something to look at. Yes, and we're connecting onto here. Yes. Yes, this, and on this end, where do you want to go? Well, for one thing, I want one of the things, you know, the bus stop. Yes. So in the future, there will be perhaps a second oil refinery about here, and then it would be nice to have a bus stop, or perhaps even a bus platform. How large is a bus platform? Very large is what it is. In fact. Nope, that's too big. We'll have a bus stop. That will do. Right. Now, there aren't any walking things there, but we shall take care of that. Yes. Roads, continue. not going to take the motorway into the oil refinery. No, we're not taking the motorway into the oil refinery. In fact, we are. No. That bit ends. Oops. A bit too much. Yes. This is now it will be fiddly. It will struggle. There you go. Yes. I'm keeping it cheap. $16, right? How are you doing here? You're doing terrible because there are no workers. Yes, but the road, the road will soon be constructed, finished. This one-way tool is, you think you got it, but then you don't. Oh, you will do that now? Okay, that's very, very handy and kind of you to offer. Yes. Yes. I don't know. Keep a bit of not two-way at the intersection. Doesn't I don't know. That. Right, and now that has anyone shown up here for work? No, nobody whatsoever. Building is without power supply. Yes, the moment 22, goddammit. Is that why you're so unhappy? Yes, I suppose it is, because that means you can't shop much of the time. Of course, we cannot have this. Come on. We need to get workers, and my new bus. There we go. 4 workers. Yes. Strakora bus stop. No, you're going to the here. This place should be properly named. This is the Arbetskraftskällan nummer 1. The worker resource number 1. And you, okay, and Oljepumpen bus platform, no. For now, Oljepumpen is not very much. Neither is this place though. 0 workers. 0. Not workers. What are you all doing? Why aren't you going to the bus platform? Are you that clever since the bus hasn't arrived? Because there hasn't been a bus? No, don't think so. Nobody wants to go there. No. Now you have power, now you can get food. Congratulations. We shall increase the workforce here. For the moment, since vehicles are arriving, sound is arriving. Yes, turbo bus, 100 km/h bus from Hungary. It's going really quickly. Oh, yes, let's go. No one, of course, got on board. Because there's no one waiting here. Why are you so bothersome? Let's see if this music cheers them up or something, or me perhaps. But yes, nobody wants to work here, you know. It's very much reachable. They must be tired of all the brownouts. But if you could just be bothered to go work a bit. Right, 35 educated people. Citizens without power. Out of 189 somehow. Don't know. Okay, they may not be home, perhaps. But are they able to? They're still able to. Okay, so the shopping center still works without electricity, apparently. But I suppose it works much less efficiently. Right? Must. Could we get some people in the in the power plant, please? It's very important. I know that we are very low on people at the moment, but please, anyone. Yes, I'd say that it pretty much affects the time it takes. Right, if you could just be bothered to go here. No. This may be a bit ambitious to think that it will work just yet. We should get a bit more teachers in here. 41 educated. What about you? 61 educated. Good. It's full of people. Yes. Perhaps you're... no one is... ambulances, perhaps, they would like. I don't know. We'll give them a choice of ambulances here. Like that. Or something. And can you tell me? No, you can't tell me. You're also... yes. Power plant. You really need more people working in here. Yes. This is a disaster. A disaster is what it is. It is a disaster, yes. If I were to invite the Soviets, yes, if I were to invite the Soviets, however, I'm not comfortable with that. No. No. I really would prefer not to. And I don't have any dollars. No. Haven't we been here before? Yes, in fact, the ending of last episode, or this account. Where is the boat? Where is that boat? Where are you? The one that goes to the west? Western countries. We're on Soviet countries. Yeah. Yes. You. What the hell are you doing? Now I'm going to have to do this. Sorry about this, but it may crash the game. It has done so many times. Yes. Episode 8 of revolutionära Petroleum. No, the Petroleum Proletariat. Petroleum Proletariatiska. Never mind. What is this ship doing? It is navigating. It's rather lovely, isn't it? Not that it makes any sense when no, this is not the track of it. I want the yes. Right. Hello. Ship. No, boat. What are you doing here? Yes, I was about to. Yes, not that. Get rid of everything. No, wasn't it? Control H. There you go. Oh, it still doesn't tell me anything. Well, it may actually tell me something here. These are maybe navigable points of yes, finding routes. So I suppose then that you are. It's a very awkward command. Try it yourself. Control H. Right. You are not supposed to be going here. And well, that's completely my own fault, of course. Now you go there instead. And perhaps we could get some dollars eventually. But it will take a long time, you know. Yes. And in the meantime, we basically have like no workers left here. No. And neither here. And this is the real problem that needs to be solved. No workers at the bus platform. Absolutely none. Do I need to tell you people to work there? But I've educated people even here. I don't want to. Educate the people as well. Educate the people. Very few people. I don't want to waste the educated people. They should be working at the school. And it is completely infeasible, unfortunately, to import power. But maybe we could, yes, we could run off until things get going here. We could try and, yes, it's barely even loaded. Little diesel engine here. What do we have? Here we have something. Okay, that's a switch. No, that's for that thing. That's for the trolley bus. Not something you want to use. Right. Power lines at night. It's absolutely the best way to do it. Now, here is one switch, which is very much low. It is not very loaded. Here is a. Aha! This line doesn't even use a switch. Could the game be more helpful in situations like these in trying to highlight wires and stuff? Yes, it could. Would it be the same if it would? No, it wouldn't. then it would be something else. Building in the way. Yes. There we go. And for now, I don't think it's even worth a try connecting to that end of a transformer, you know. I really don't think it is. But sure, we'll do an experiment. But I don't know if it came is coming from here now. Yes, it is coming from here now, so I don't think that works. Which is why we shall do a little bit of switching here. Temporary, yes, this is actually very temporary. And take that out to be clear. No. Why did I stamped up, and now I'm going to have to click a lot of buttons. Damn it. What you get when you're not paying attention. That was it. It wasn't that bad. Okay. This one is also rather essential. Yes. There we go. Yes. The city has power. And we also have the high voltage system is working, but it's too unreliable so far. Until such times that this can supply workers. This can be supplied by workers from here. Yes, until such times we're going to have to run off the little diesel plant, and that will, I think that we'll be able to stretch that out quite a bit. Yes, indeed. It is actually coffee today. Yes. Rather, yes, with lots of milk. Yes. And that gives a different vibe. Indeed. Now I have $0. But you know, friends. What more can I do if I am insistent and stubborn about not inviting Russians? I'm sorry, I should find a better word. Soviets. Let's say Soviets. Really do not have anything against Russian people. Yes, no, not at all. But are they getting anywhere? They are waiting here. They really won't. I mean, the system isn't really up and running yet. You know, don't, just don't, and don't. You're better off just. Walking to wherever you need to go, you know, which should be very much possible for you. Perhaps some people cannot walk to. Yes, everyone can even walk to the hospital. I just thought of something. Since people can do multiple chores, get multiple demands satisfied here, when they are finished in one place, they can. If the next place is within if the next demand that they have is within walking distance, as in fact this person is. Yes, we can even follow along here. Who is it? It's one of the people in... Yes. Krasimir here. He went to the theater, and he did that after going to the shopping center. So by that logic, if you built the shopping center in the center and made... Yes, and then you can put a lot of other services, that may not necessarily be possible to be reached from a residential building, but as long as it's reachable from this place, you get the point. Yes, we got the point a long time ago, Yes, so we did. Is it time perhaps to... No. Let's see how much the oil is building up. 9 workers in the refinery at the moment. Yes, we're doing great. Is it? No. Sorry, this is the one. 10 workers in the oil refinery. Population, though, is... Are they well this year? Yes. We have a bit more deaths than we do births, which is unfortunate. However, I think that we had our share of births last year. This year. Yes, and the search of immigrants, 313, and so far though they are not really helping much. No, they aren't. And the hospital is very much overstaffed. That ought to do it. And now maybe you who were going to the hospital, maybe you could be interested in going to this place instead. One worker has arrived. One worker has arrived. Feodora. Well, now workers are showing up at numbers, but no educated people, please. We don't want to waste. But you have just been, and you turn around. You can't. You're on the motorway. Yes, we shall do a little turnaround placing here in the motorway. Yes. Or the dual carriageways. Why didn't you? Right. There's one more thing. Yes, that on. Maybe I should have built roundabouts instead of this, whatever this is. But we'll see how it goes. I think it will be fine for now. There's one bus so far. But this number of workers here, that calls for another bus. Yes. Or these things, yes, these things are, but I don't have, my dollar account is 0. Yes, it is absolutely not. And nothing. So what we're going to have, I'll do this one. I think more of two more. Yes, or yes, 2 more. Yes, let's invest in a few of these. We're going to need them. You, yes, you. something is on fire, would it say 2 of them for now? What is it? The City Hall Accounting Office. It's right across the street from the fire station, so I think it's fine. Yes, it is fine. Because now, if we have workers available here, which we seem to do, next order of business is, of course, to be taking them to. Perhaps you should stop there, would be good. No. I would like that to be after yes. Would that make sense? No, I don't. This gets confusing, and I can't remove that. No, don't matter. This is wrong. Yes. And it will be even more wrong. Yes. Because after that one, we want to go there and then there. This may have been a bit superfluous. We shall leave that for now and see how it gets. Second oil refinery is pretty far away. Yes, keeping it realistic, of course. The expectations. And what is it that you want to get rid of now? You want to don't this one, because that one is in twice. Get rid of it. There you go. There are people waiting, and now we just want to have this and copy that onto. That's apparently you. That's one. And isn't there more? Aren't there? You. And you. And you are stopped. Okay, we shall go and have a look. There you are, yes. Now this is oil refinery stuff, so we're gonna want... Maybe it was a bit unfortunate to do... You should only unload a bit. Then stop on... we're gonna have to do this, redo this later anyway. Just get the things going. We'll see if this works. I think it's necessary to drink beer to play this game. Coffee does not befit this game, it would appear. It's no. But it's very good coffee. It's that was fantastic. That was incredibly good. Are there any people waiting? 28. Great. Will we see an increase in the workers of the oil refinery? Will we start using more oil than we are currently pumping out of the few oil derricks and the pumps and things that we have out here, and then continue to explore? There's only one way to find out, and that is to stick around and haven't I think I've done this shot before, but still, let's see how much we've got on board. Nothing. We've made none. Which, yes, we also haven't gotten any bitumen into. This will be a problem for a later time. The main thing now is that, yes, it is working. Dear friends, dear friends, the coffee is now finished. It's probably not a... No, it doesn't appear to be a suit this game. I've made this point quite too many times now, and let's have something to go out on. Yes. Dear friends, thank you so very much for watching. This has been installment 9 of Petroleum Patriarchat. No. Dear friends, thank you so very much for watching, and good night.